Let's talk about that bacon. Did you know that about 700 years before Jesus ever came upon the man of legions and cast the evil spirits into swine, that was actually a Babylonian ritual of taking the evil negative things off people and putting it into the pig for sacrifice. Hence the pigs running off the cliff, sacrificing themselves. You thought that was original, didn't you? Did you know that one of the main reasons that the pig was one of the animals that had to be unclean and was so disgusting? It's not for health reasons as you would think. A couple of main reasons is the fact that the pig was considered by the time the Hebrew people came around to be a lower class, lower economic level food or work for people. So yeah, it was poor people work. Did you also know that because the Israelite people hated the Philistine people so very much, and the Philistines in the late Bronze Age were still eating pig while most other cultures had stopped, that it was one of the ways that they separated themselves from the Philistines, as well as being just propaganda. Did you know that when King Hezekiah and Josiah were rewriting the Bible as far as being of the lower kingdom of Judah, and they couldn't stand the upper kingdom of Israel, thought that they was out of Yahweh's will, that one of the things that they did for distinction was that they said that you shouldn't eat the swine. The swine is disgusting. The swine is the most unclean animal you can eat. And therefore, since the people up in Megiddo, up in northern Israel, were still eating swine, Israelites still eating swine, they used that as one of the main reasons for the pork taboo. Did you know that economically, that they didn't like the swine because the swine had no other byproducts that they can make money off of? Unlike a sheep or a cow, where they has other economic properties such as plowing or wool and things of that nature and leather, the pig doesn't have any of those things. So the pig became less and less of an animal that was economically viable for the people. So therefore, it had to get even more of a negative connotation. Did you know that they also hated the swine because in the Egyptian story, when Seth attacked Heru, he attacked Heru as a pig, and therefore in the Egyptian canon the pig became an animal of distaste. Why? Because of Heru. And you know whose story is similar to Heru? Jesus, Yeshua. Yeah, it is. Did you know that in the Genesis story of Noah, where it said that he took unclean animals, how about the fact that unclean animals didn't come about until Leviticus? But here's the thing about it. Genesis was actually written after Leviticus. Therefore, it's some backdating. Have some good pork chop today, y'all.